Hi, Assalamualaikum. So today we're going to learn about how to make a record of your business and to calculate your profit using a few features on Google Sheets. So in today's video, I'm going to show you on how to use the data validation to make a drop-down box. Next, I'm going to show you the if-else function. Then to learn about the sum function. Next, we're going to learn about how to make the hidden freeze, and lastly, using the tools of Google Form on Google Sheet. So the first thing that you want to do is you have to open Google Sheets using your Gmail account, and then you're going to select a blank sheet. So right now we have a blank sheet right here. The first thing is let's make a table to insert all your data. Okay, let's say we highlight all the cells that you want to use and click on this border and we choose all borders. Here you go. We're going to give you a table. Next, we want to put our headings to actually categorize our data. So let's say for business, I want to have date to know on which date the orders are. Next, the customer's name, it's their contact number, the products that they order, and we also want to know the price per unit. I will also put cost per unit so we can easily subtract and get the profit later. Units are for how many quantity the products order by the customer. Next, total price. Okay, so first we have the date column right here, and as we know that we don't want to actually put every single date, we don't want to type each date ourselves, and that's going to waste a lot of time. So what I'm going to do here is a data validation where I'm going to highlight the columns, click data, select data validation. It will bring you to this, and on the criteria part, please select date. Okay, let the other inputs remain the same, then you click save. What happens after you do this? You can see if you double click on here, it will give you a calendar so you can choose on which date the products are ordered. Next, for the name and contact number part, you will have to fill it manually as every name of the customer and its contact number are differently. So for the products column, we will want to make a drop-down box so we can easily pick which products are ordered by the customer. So the first step, you have to add another sheet. On these sheets, you will want to put the product's name. the example of the name of the products. Next, you will have to highlight the column of the products. Click on the data, select data validation, and on the criteria part, let it list from orange. And on this part, you have to go back to sheets 2. Don't worry, this whole thing will not go away. Next, click on this and select the products. Okay. Then click save. If you go back to sheets 1, there will actually appear the drop-down box. For price per unit and cost per unit, we want to use the if-else function. Well, the idea is we want to choose on which products, and the price of the products and the cost of the products will automatically shown here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to type the formula. So the formula have to be really exact, and you cannot actually have any errors on the formula, or else it will not actually work. So the formula is this equal sign, if, open bracket, and select the drop down box, equal sign. Let me give you an example. Set A is ringgit. So you will have to write it right here, like the first input is set A, and you want it to automatically show at ringgit. So looking at this example, if you pick set A, then it will automatically shows the price is at ringgit. Then click comma and repeat the same formula until all your products, until you inserted all your products name. After you finish typing all the formulas, make sure you close the formula using close bracket. Next, click enter. So you can see here that if you pick set C, the price will be 50 ringgit. If you pick set D, the price will go 80 ringgit. Now, break down so that all cells will have the same formula. Some reminders: if you want to use the if-else function for range, make sure you replace the equal sign with lower than or more than sign. You can see here that some of it would show false. Don't worry, this is because you haven't picked anything from the products part yet. Let's say I pick set A, then it will not be false. Repeat the same thing for cost per unit. Okay, so we have the value right here, the cost per unit, that we use the same formula as the price per unit. Next, For the unit part, you also have to insert the data manually. Let's say you have the 3. So to calculate the total price and the total cost, we would actually want to use the sum function. So the first step you're going to use is the formula, which is equals to sum, open bracket, then pick the price per unit cell, the star sign, and the unit cell, and click close bracket and click enter. So this is going to calculate the total price automatically. The same thing would goes to the total cost column. The difference is you are going to select the cost per unit and multiply it with the unit. So the star sign eventually indicates that you want to multiply. You can actually use the sum function to subtract, divide, and add. So to add something, you will use the plus sign. To subtract, use the dash signs, and to divide, use the slash sign. As I mentioned before, to calculate the profit, we use the sum function by subtracting the total price and the total cost. Equals to sum, dash sign, total cost, and close bracket. Then you enter. There you go, you get the profit. But as you see here, these numbers doesn't actually shows anything. So you want to actually format it into a currency. So you highlight this, click format, number, and you can see there's currency right here, but I'll choose the nation region. There you go. Okay, let's say you have a really long list of data. It will be really confusing to determine which is which, especially for the 3 on back, since the 3 have actually the same is on the same format. So we are using the freeze to freeze the heading so that it won't move as you goes down. So to use the freeze, go to view, select freeze, select one row because we don't want the first row to move, and there you go. You can see as it goes down here, it won't move anymore. Okay, so for the last thing we're going to learn today is to use the tools of Google Form. So let's say you are taking your orders using Google Form, so you want to ease your work in transferring the data by using the Google Form that actually can connect to your data on the same sheets. So the first thing is go to tools, select create a form, and it will bring you to a new tablet. So this is the Google Form that are going to link with your spreadsheets, and you can change this Google Form into the form that the orders will be taken. So you just have to edit the Google Form. So this is the example of the order forms. We have the name, contact number, product, unit, and additional notes. As we go back to the spreadsheet, we'll see another sheet down here from responses 1. And it will show you the time span, name, contact number, product, unit, and additional notes. What will happen if your customers submit the form, then this spreadsheet will automatically shows you the results. So you can easily transfer the data from here to here. Okay, so that's all from me. I hope you understand what you learned today. That's all. Thank you.